Okay, first episode. Welcome. So basically, this is a 4 episode long series, and it's just for Macbeth. Even if he doesn't deserve the praise, Shakespeare does though. Okay, I'm here to analyze and talk about what happened in the play. So, hope you enjoy. Alright, before we get into this case, I just wanted to say this one's different. This one starts with something much harder to track. A conversation that maybe shouldn't have mattered, but did. And the strange part, if you remove that one moment or if you unfocus for a second, nothing what happens makes sense. So let's start there. There are cases that begin with evidence, fingerprints, witnesses, something solid you can hold on to. And then there are cases that begin with something far less reliable. A whisper, a suggestion, a moment that means small at the time, but changes everything. This case begins on a battlefield. Smoke in the air, bodies on the ground. Victory, but at a cost. And at the center of it all stands Macbeth, a soldier with a reputation for loyalty, a man trusted by his king, the kind of man no one would suspect until he meets them. 3 women, no names, no history, no clear identity. They don't belong to any record, any group, or any known order. They appear, speak, and disappear into thin air, simply vanishing. But what they say matters. They greet Macbeth not just as he is, but what he could become. Thane of Glamis, that's accurate. He's already Thane of Glamis. He knows that. But Thane of Cawdor, that's strange. He hasn't been named that yet. And then, finally, King. They call him all these 3 things, but only one of them is true. Now, pause there. Because this is the moment where everything could have ended before it began. Macbeth could have laughed, dismissed them, called them mad, and moved on. That would have been the logical reaction, the safe reaction. But he doesn't. He stops. And it's not fear that holds him, it's curiosity. That's what makes this different, dangerous. Because the witches don't force anything onto him. They don't command him to act. They don't even suggest a plan. They simply present a possibility. Here, take it. And leave him to deal with it. That's what makes their words so effective. They don't create ambition. They expose it. Something deep hidden inside Macbeth that he didn't want to reveal yet. But their words revealed it. Not long after, the second prediction comes true. Macbeth is named Thane of Cawdor by the king because of the battle that he won. At that point, the situation changes completely because now there's proof. And once one part of a prediction comes real, the rest starts to feel possible, even the impossible part, even the dangerous part. Becoming king is no longer a fantasy for him. It's a potential outcome. It's possible for him. It could be a future. It could be his future. And here's the key detail. The one that turns this from coincidence into something far more serious. Macbeth, he starts thinking about it. Not openly, not yet, but internally. This idea takes root. It lingers, it grows. Because once a person begins imagining a different future, it becomes harder to return to the one they already have. And that's how this case begins. Not with a weapon, not with a plan, but with a thought.